I became my own manager in FM26. The challenge? Can we win the Champions League before my player retires? But there is one very important rule. If I'm fit, I have to pick myself. No exceptions. And judging by my stats, this challenge will be very difficult. I've taken over as manager of Cardiff Met, the team I play for in real life. Let's start this journey.
Welcome to Managing Myself. To start the first ever episode of this series, I thought I'd give you a little run through of the club that I play for and also a little bit about my history. Toby, Raison, number 33, as I've got on here, for Cardiff Met University in the Welsh Premier League. As you can see from my history, I came through the Hereford Academy. If you have seen me on YouTube before, you may have seen some of my Hereford videos from when I was a player. I even made a video for this FA Trophy final. As you can see on my milestones, we were runners-up in the competition. There's a full series on my YouTube of that journey, including a game day vlog at Wembley. And then from there, really, I went on to play non-league in England, amassing put over 150 games, finished on a good season at Evesham United, as you can see, scoring 7 goals from 40 at centre-half, which meant at the start of last season, I moved over to Gibraltar to sign for Glasgow United. Gibraltar, a football league made up of 12 teams where teams qualify for Europe every year. And it was an unbelievable experience. I ended up playing 15 games there before moving back to Cardiff Met in January. And I spent the second half of last season at Cardiff Met. My favourite thing about my profile, that it's got I'm an Ipswich fan on my profile. Now time to give you an overview on Cardiff Met, the team where I'm starting this journey, the club I play for in real life. They're a club that are competing in the Welsh Premier League, so the Cymru Premier, which is the top division of Welsh football. The interesting thing about this league is there's 4 opportunities to qualify for European football. So as you can see, first, second and third all get qualifying for Europe. First gets Champions League, second and third get Conference League. The winner of the JD Welsh Cup also gets a place in the European football. As you can see, if I find it on here, final, winners qualify for Conference League qualifying as well. So there's 4 opportunities to get European football, which is going to be our aim this season. That's very different to what the board expect of us this year. If you have a look at the club vision for this year, as you can see here, avoid relegation from the Cymru Premier. That is the aim for the season, avoid relegation. So we're going to be looking to challenge that this year, and I want to be getting in European football. That is my aim. As you can see, predicted to finish 9th at the start of the season, but with some new signings, some fresh faces, I'm sure we're going to be able to challenge at the top end of the league. Cardiff Met's really interesting actually, and to be fair, I don't think they get the recognition they deserve in terms of the journey that the club's actually been on. If you have a look here, they were actually in the 4th division of Welsh football in 2010 and 2011-2012 season. From there, they did 1, 2, 3 promotions in the space of 4 years, getting their first top flight status in 2016-17. And then from there, really, they haven't really looked back. They've been consistent in the top half of the table, 4th place finish in 2022. And they also qualified for European football. I think it was this one. They got into the playoffs at the end of the year, and they achieved European football. So that is what we're going to be trying to repeat this season. So I'm going to give you a quick run through of the tactics that we're operating with at the start of this save. I have made loads of new additions. As you can see from the transfer history, we brought in 14 players at the start of this season. We've made the transfer business. I'm happy with it. I'll run you through the starting squad because that is the easiest thing to do because there's so much that has happened. If you want to watch the full series of this is a save that is being streamed live on Twitch, and all of the full VODs are available on YouTube if you would like to watch them on here. I'll leave a pop-up to the channel. It's called Toby Raison Live. You can go catch up on the whole series there. For now, I'm going to run you through the tactics with our transfers that we have made. As you can see, here are my stats before we start. So I'm a centre-back, and my standout stat on here is jumping reach, which will give me 16, which means hopefully I should be a good threat from corners. 16 jumping reach and 12 heading. You would like to think I've got a good chance. We might be struggling with our marking, tackling, strength and positioning is my only concern. The challenge of this save is going to be that trying to win the Champions League with this player playing in defence is going to be very, very difficult. Obviously, as we move as a manager, we have to take our player with us, and the only rule is he has to play. If he's fit, he has to play. And as you can see, yeah, he's 2-star at the moment, but as we progress throughout the career, it's going to make things very, very difficult. So the system I've built has that in mind a little bit. In possession, I'm going to be playing in the middle of a back three, and out of possession, I'm going to be playing right centre back in a 4. So if you have a look at this tactic, in possession, 3-2-4-1, if you want to call it that, which switches to a 4-3-3 out of possession. My right centre back goes to right back out of possession, and actually my left back out of possession is my left winger in possession, which is an interesting tactic. We'll see how it gets on that front. In terms of that, the out of possession left winger becomes a left number 10, and my right centre midfielder out of possession becomes my right 10, with my left centre midfielder dropping down into DM and my DM shifting across to the right hand side, as you can see. So there's a lot going on there to get your head round. My right winger is standard, likewise with my striker. So it's interesting. So what we're looking for is my left back to bomb on, basically, my left winger to cut inside, the right attacking midfielder to step on, and those two to just balance out in the middle with my right back tucking in. That's the general principle. And it's got some interesting team instructions as well, as you will see. I'm looking for shorter passing to work through the middle a lot. So as you can see, because we've got the 2 DMs and the centre attacking midfielders, I've gone for much narrower attacking width. I'm looking to really exploit playing through the middle of the pitch because we've got so many players in there. Back 3, 2 DMs, 2 attacking midfielders. And then what I've done to counterbalance that is that on my wingers, I have got them on stay wider, run wide with ball and dribble more. So my thought process is that I would like people to be congested in the middle of the pitch, keep the ball, short passes, and if we do play wide, they should be isolated 1v1 and they'll be able to attack and dribble and hopefully get balls into the box. That's what I'm looking for. That's the vision. That is the vision. As you can see, progress through the middle of the pitch and play out from the back on the short. So this is what it should look like. When we have got the ball in the middle, there should be so many bodies in the middle of the pitch to keep the ball with the short passes. And if we do get the ball wide, they should be isolated 1v1. Then out of possession, we are currently looking at a bit of a press. So I'm looking to trap inside. I'm sort of messing around with it, but I want to try and win the ball back high up the pitch, and trap inside would allow me to do that, trying to force turnovers up their end of the pitch. We'll see how we get on. These might change throughout the season. I'll try and keep you updated as we go through. And like I said, yeah, if you want to watch it in full, then the full VODs are available on YouTube as well. We're going to jump into the season now, and I'm going to show you how we got on.
First ever game in the Welsh Cup, mate. That's the lineup. Here we go. Raison in the 33. Who did he score on debut in the Welsh Cup? Their second division. Just to let you know. Oh my god, look at the step in there from D Jones, mate. Oh my god, Raison. How is we allowing their centre half to step in through the whole pitch there? Mate, we're going to score. We're going to score in a second now. Come on, boys. Come on. Head the ball. Pop him. Good in there. There it comes now. Keep feeding Mwande on this right-hand side. Tideman into Roscoe. Elliot Evans. Barney Sodi on that left-hand side. Bombing on from left back. Ball into the box. Elliot Evans! Come on! Get in there! Elliot Evans. First goal of the Raison era. Yeah, I haven't been on TikTok in a while, mate. We've got some decent connection now, so I can do both! Mwande! Elliot Evans assist. Thumper Mwande with the goal. Go on, son. And we've absolutely battered Amundsen, boys. Second division team in the cup. And we got ourselves our first win.
As you can see, we got off to a winning start. 2-1 in the Welsh Cup. I'm going to be trying out a mixture of live commentary from my streams and a little bit of post commentary as well as we run through the seasons. I'm testing out a different style, so let me know if you enjoyed down in the comments. Our first league game of the season was against Carnarvon. Mwande and Tideman off the mark, 2-0. Let's have a look at the goals. As you can see, first goal, Sodi, set back to Oliver. back to Sodi, ball into the back post, and Mwande makes it 1-0. High pressing from Lawrence, up the pitch for the second goal, wins it back, gets into Oliver, into Mwande, down the line for Tyburn, and makes it 2-0, and secures our first win of the season at home, 2-0. We then moved on to an away game at Britain Ferry, got our goal from a set piece, worked it back into the middle, Sodi, pulled it back, goal, Mwande. Second of the season for Thumper Mwande. Started to become a bit of a cult hero after this. Then a resounding result away at Haverfordwest. 4-0 on the west coast of Wales. Barney Sodi, who's been excellent so far in that left back, left wing role, got his first of the game. Second goal, a lovely little bit of build up. Pell into our number 10. This is what we want to see in this tactic that we produced. Look at this. Look at the triangles on display, mate. Back to Raison. Recycle it. Lawrence into Pell again. Oliver. Look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable stuff. Evans got the third from a direct free kick. Lovely little strike. And the fourth of the game was sealed by Roscoe in behind 4-0 against Javi. The form has been sensational. We had a 0-0 against Barry, and we finished the month of August with a 3-1 win away at Flint Town. Mwande set up Tyburn, who pulled it back for Roscoe for the first of the game. Raison on the ball. The tactic was really working well at the start of this save. We've been testing out a few different things, but we settled on this, and yeah, it's just been absolutely majestic, really. Tyburn made the second of the game, and we made it 3-0 actually. Raison on the ball, into Grant, played it into midfield, into Oliver, out wide to Barney Sodi. Evans again worked it back outside to Sodi, who pulled it back for the third with Tyburn. They did get a consolation goal from a corner, but August was a sensational month, and we started September top of the league. The first game of September was against Colwyn Bay, 2-2 the result. Tyburn put us 1-0 up. Lovely little ball in from Mwande. Those wide wingers and the fullback high and wide on the left hand side can play lovely balls into the 10s. They got one back with a sensational finish, to be fair, and they made it 2-1. But we did manage to get back into the game. We made it 2-2. Raison got himself on the ball, played it forward. Perry into Tyburn. Mwande on that right hand side. Again, that ball down the side into the 10, and Tyburn with a brace makes it 2-2. We moved on to the League Cup next, a 4-2 win. We rotated a little bit in this game. Oliver got the first goal. They did actually equalise through Lewis Rid. They switched the play nicely, and they hung it up to the back post with a good header. 1-1. But we did make it 2-1 shortly after. Elliot Evans from a corner before making it 3-1. Reynolds back to Sodi. Reynolds, who hadn't played much this season, came in for this cup game. Perry inside. Look at this little 1-2. Oh, it's delicious. Evans made it 3-1. Again, they got another one back. Set pieces was an issue for us at the start of the season, but we did sort it out shortly after this. And Watsy put a ball into the back post, cleared only as far as Perry, who got himself the fourth. To be fair, we were flying. We were flying at this point. Unfortunately, our first league defeat of the season came in this game away at Connors Quay, the second in the season preview league favourites. We went 1-0 up early. Unfortunately, they came back and won the game 2-1. Ball across the front early in the game, made it 2-1. And then just after half-time, they got the winner. Ball in behind, off the back of the defenders. Poor defending, really. And they went 2-1 in the league, and we lost. We drew 0-0 at home to New Saints, which was a really good result, especially bouncing back after that 2-1 loss. New Saints, the best team in the league by a mile. So that was a very good result at home. And we did get back to winning ways in this one at home to Pennybob. We went 1-0 early. Great crossing there from Lawrence. And the second goal of the game worked here nicely. Sodi down that left-hand side. He's doing excellent work on that left-hand side. I think he had about 7 or 8 assists at this point already. Look at the 1-2s, man. Yeah, it's absolutely delicious. And Roscoe buried it to make it 2-0. The last game of the month was a 3-3 at Carnarvon. We're going to watch this one live. Enjoy. Carnarvon away. Same 11. The boys were flying out there. Evans has dropped form recently. He was flying at the start of the season. Come on then. Carnarvon away. Let's have it. The question is anybody going to make it onto a mug from this save? But we have got good quality on the right hand side, I'll be honest. Baelish Johnson's a good player in there as well. And we've also got young Watsy, who got a red card unfortunately against Connors Quay, but he did well in the cup. Mate, we're going to win this game 3-0, mate.
Barney Sodi's going to get an assist early. Into Adam Roscoe. Come on! Barney Sodi, player of the season so far, mate. I'm telling you now. Barney Sodi. Absolutely electric. Mwande on a mug and placemat right now. Deal with it. Deal with it, Raison. Too easy in there. I don't like that. Roscoe in behind. If we get to a cup final or something, the issue is I'm not in Cardiff right now. Mwande's won a penalty. Love it, son. Boys, do you know who's on penalties? Raison on penalties. Raison. For his chance, for his first ever goal for Cardiff Met from the spot. 1 penalty attributes. Come on, son! Let's go! Mwande robs. Boys, I got 1 penalty stats. 1 penalty stats. He's absolutely nailed it in the bottom corner. It's a great pen. It's a great pen from the boy. Look at this. 1 penalties. Taking absolute liberties in there. Raisins on a yellow. Deal with it. Deal with it. It's too easy at the back post, that, Jones. It's way too easy at the back post, that. That's scandalous, mate. That's why you don't sub off Barney Sodi, mate. God. There's no way they get back in this game, mate. Love it, Evans. Pick up seconds. DJ, pick up seconds in there, you. Oh. Mate, what has happened there? Mate, I think it's the Barney Sodi effect, mate. He's been our best player this season. Come on. Make yourself a hero, Deej. Go on, Roscoe. Go on, Roscoe. Go on, Roscoe! Come on! Get in there. Roscoe. Fucking love it, son. Good desire in there. It's a great finish as well. Roscoe. Can Dan John get himself a goal? Oh my god, he's in. Oh my god, he's in. Dan John! Oh, oh my god. Deej. Dan John in the chat. Oh my god. What an opportunity. The game's realistic. Oh, what is that defending? Oh my god, he's offside. He's offside. Mate, are we alright, boys? Can we make sure in there? So much more difficult. Dan John, bit of quality in there, son. Oh, it's silky. Oh, I'm not sure about the pass inside, though. Boys. Nah. Don't concede now. I'll be raging. Are we alright? What's Raison doing in there? Mate, who's he picking up in there? Who's this as well? Deej, I'm not sure about that decision to pass inside, mate. Raison's got to take responsibility defending as well. Mate, how have we drawn that game 3-3? That is scandalous. It's bad defending, mate. Cinema for the neutrals. That is going to be the end of today's episode. The boys have done really well so far. If we have a little look at the league table, where are they finishing up? We are finishing in 2nd position. 18 points from 9 games. I think you take that all day of the week. 1 loss on the record. 4 points behind first place with 1 game in hand. Considering we were predicted to be relegation battlers at the start of the season, the European chase is on. If you want to make sure you see next week's episode, subscribe. And if you want to come and join us live, twitch.tv/Toby Raison. I'll see you there.